As most of you are probably already aware, The Last of Us is a video game series with 2 games. Now, it recently got a TV show adaptation. If you weren't aware of this fact, jump out from under that rock you live under and enjoy the world. No, but really guys, this is a video about the TV show, what's next for Series 2, and of course it's full of spoilers from the game and the TV show. If you haven't played the game or watched the show and you wish it not to be spoiled, click off now. You stayed? Great. Okay, so the show pretty much went one-to-one with the game, taking out a lot of gameplay which makes sense, and as well as changing a few things that made more sense in the realism of life instead of just a video game. These things include the Fedra scene, where Tess holds them off and they eventually kill Tess. However, that didn't play out in the show. It was actually infected that got to her. I mean, this makes sense because why would Fedra follow 2 people and a kid halfway across towns and cities for 2 people and a kid, when most likely they're just going to die by infected or raiders anyway. I mean, they didn't know the capabilities of Joel, and that he is just a beast not to be reckoned with. But anyway, since they've made these little changes that do make sense in the real world, I really do think they might shake up Season 2 a little bit, because Part 2 was brutal. I mean, it was brutal. It had a great story, but nonetheless, a lot of stuff happened that was just shock factored. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually seeing this in a video game. Maybe that was just me, but especially with the stuff that gets down to Abby later on, it does get pretty dark and twisted, and I just don't know if they're willing to put that on TV the way it was. I think they'll cut a lot of stuff out and really just make the focus on Ellie and her little group of friends, then Abby, and, you know, they'll probably do like 2 parts, so this first part will be all about Ellie and the second part will be all about Abby, or maybe they'll drop the Abby part first, I'm not sure. That's what I think is going to happen. It would make the most sense to do something like that. They have said that Bella Ramsey will not be recasted and she will be coming back as Ellie, so that's great because, you know, at the end there I really do think she made a good Ellie, and we have to remember this is kind of like a different universe kind of thing. This is how I look at it now. If you expect the same from the game, then of course you're going to be disappointed. I mean, we can't. It's not the game. This is a totally different iteration of the content. So that's how I look at it. They did some really cool stuff. You know, Ellie's mum was actually the original Ellie mocap and voice, so that was pretty sick. I really did it. But when it comes down to all those things, I used to think they were going to maybe do Season 2 as a time skip, but I mean, not a lot really happened, and they have shown that they do like to streamline this show for obvious reasons. They don't want to just make everything filler. So I don't think they will do that. I think they will show little bits and pieces like they do in the game, flashbacks and stuff like that as well. But yeah, I mean, if they do this well, it will be great, obviously. But it just depends what they choose to keep in and take out. I mean, they might go full ham and do everything exactly the same. I don't really see that happening. Yeah, I mean, my theory is that it will be Ellie, the focus on with the revenge of Joel, Abby, and they won't really put any of the side stories like Abby's companion in the game, or they could. I would be really surprised if they do include the last fight scene. I don't know. I just have weird feelings that they're going to filter a lot of stuff out. But as long as they keep the core elements which made the game, I would love to see the Rat King. Don't know if we will, but that would be really awesome if we do get to see something like that caliber on screen. That would be awesome. But we'll see what happens. That whole hospital scene will actually be pretty crazy. Anyway guys, they're my theories and what I think is going to happen with Part 2, Season 2 of The Last of Us. What about you? What do you think? Leave a comment down below what you think might happen. Like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. Or why don't go check out some of my other videos on my channel while you're here. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.